Hello everyone, this is Suspect 13 continuing with the Mortuary Assistant. In the previous video, we met Rebecca Owens, a young woman who just got employed at the Riverfields Mortuary in Connecticut. We also met Raymond Delver, Rebecca's superior, who locked us inside the mortuary and told Rebecca that she was being stalked by demons trying to possess her. So after listening to Raymond's tapes, we managed to survive that first shift. So what does the second shift have in store for us? Let's find out. And we are back at the Riverfields Mortuary. Let's hope nothing funny happens again. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, my strategy when playing the Mortuary Assistant is opening all the cabinets just to have all the items out to make it easier to just grab and go to expedite the embalming process.
At least I can keep track of things.
As you can see, all the items are in different locations from the previous night.
The Night Shift Database, a computer program combining all my findings. At every moment, the demon is funneling its energy. To banish a demon to hell, it must be bound to its chosen body.
So right off the bat, you can get a symbol. So once you start your second shift, you'll be able to get a symbol right off the bat. As you can see here, there are anomalies taking place now. So the kind of anomalies you see can also help you determine what demonic house you're dealing with. So I believe that the woman in the dress may be from the house of immolation. You guys can read this at your own pace. You can just pause whenever you watch the video. But this is just more lore to the story. So at this point, you just gotta repeat the process like last time. Just uh, prepare the body and find the body that is possessed.
There we go. I can't hold anything else. There we go.
So if you get this random event, there's something you should know about it. This random event triggers the best ending to the mortuary assistant. I will discuss this in a later video on how to obtain it, but basically, if you get this event correct, you're all set to get the good ending.
All right. I'm missing something.
When you start using the pump, it's a good idea if you just roam around the mortuary to find the symbols. Um, just because you have a little bit of flexibility there, you can find those symbols anywhere.
I'm missing something.
So this time around, the hauntings are a little bit more aggressive because we're actually seeing real apparitions of different things. So each body's going to have a certain level of a haunt, but some bodies will be more aggressive than others with the haunting. So we're just about done with the first body. There have been some slight
Right.
apparitions and noises that we heard, but we still have to check the other two bodies to see if they're the actual possessed ones.
To banish the night shift database. At every moment, to banish the night shift, to banish a demon to hell, it must be bound to its chosen body and burned. The three objects in this cabinet are your tools. First, the clay tablet in the center is called a mark. Placing the smaller pieces in the correct configuration will spell the demon's name. Second, the bottles on the top shelf are a special reagent that will react to the mark. Add a bottle to the embalming mixture during the process. When the mark is placed on the correct body with the reagent inside, it will force the demon to become bound to it. Pay attention to signs that you have chosen correctly. They can be obvious are extremely subtle. Once you are certain the demon is bound to its vessel, burn it. Finally, the pieces of paper on the right are called letting strips. It must inscribe the sigils of its name in our world to begin the evocation. You will need to uncover these sigils to use them. Hold a letting strip up while wandering the mortuary. If it begins to smolder and burn, you're close. When the paper combusts, the sigil has been revealed somewhere in that area. They can be anywhere, so look on walls, under objects, inside furniture, anywhere. The demon will inscribe its sigils over time to try and hide them, so check regularly. Once you uncover the sigils, use the night shift database to decide which demon you're dealing with, and use that knowledge to create the mark. The steps are simple. Add the reagent to the embalming mixture, uncover the sigils, build the mark and place it on the body. Then, when you're certain, burn it in the mortuary.
So you have to keep scratching the notepad there. So in the previous video, I forgot to mention that if you wait long enough, you'll be able to see the correct demon house if you keep scratching it. So eventually the notepad will reveal the true demon house, but it will not reveal the correct body. That's why you have to use the... Oh shit. Yeah, so that was definitely an apparition. Anyways, yeah, notepad reveals correct demon house, but not the possessed body. So keep that in mind. So that white figure, I believe, belongs to the House of Invidious.
There we go. All right. I can't hold anything else.
The night shift to banish a demon to hell. At every moment, the night shift.
So we are definitely getting more haunting activity with this body.
sure?
Notice how all the cabinets just opened up. So this one is this body, there's some major hauntings taking place.
I'm missing something. There we go.
So, for the sake of this walkthrough, I will answer the phone because it's very important to understand the lore for the mortuary assistant.
Hello? I need to report a missing person. Sorry. Her name's Rebecca Owens. She's 14. She has a drug problem. I don't know. She was here at the house. Slit your wrist. I understand that. I need you to check them. All right. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you. Hello? I need to report a missing person. She has a drug problem. She has a drug problem. Rebecca! Shit. Rebecca. Oh my god, no. No, baby, no. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, baby, don't worry. It's okay. I'll get you out of here. The police are just right up there. I'm coming back. I'm coming right back. Hey, I found her! Down here!
So it's important to understand why the demons are using Rebecca's father as a means to torture her. So it is highly believed in some religions that demons prey on people who have weaker inhibitions. For example, people who have addictions, because they're more vulnerable than most people. So let's continue.
right.
So at this point, we've completed, we embalmed body number 2, and now we're going to embalm body number 3. So I don't know which body is the possessed one yet, but I do have most of the symbols to form the mark, and I can pretty much deduce at this point which demonic house I need to look at to find the correct body. Sorry, the correct order for the mark. And since this one popped out on its own, it's pretty much this body the one we need to burn. So I'm just going to use the ashes again, and I am going to find the demon house that that this body belongs to. So I believe this is the House of Invidious. I believe that we are going to go with Kovos, just because I don't see the H under Shadat. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to complete the body, obviously, just because you need to do that to finish the shift. And then I'm going to form the mark for Kovos.
Do the dead comfort you?
There we go.
So I decided to just continue with embalming this body just because I know that the body I just took back to the freezer is the correct possessed one. So I think there might be another random event that I want to show you guys. So I'm just gonna go with the flow here.
There we go.
Rebecca, it's me. It's your grandma. I need you to let me in, sweetie. Don't you love your grandma? It's so cold out here. I have to come in. Let me in.
Let me in, you little bitch!
So again, the demons are basically coming after Rebecca through her family, and it's more of a psychological warfare type of deal here because they can manipulate you into seeing things, into basically manipulate you into
Alright.
doing things as well. So that is the main theme of the mortuary assistant here, is to distract you so you won't be able to finish the job and burn the correct demon. So just keep a note on that.
I already have one of those. What? People make up stories. Death is a scary thing to a lot of people. No one's embalming any ghost bodies or whatever.
So that was an example of a physical manifestation that the demons are playing.
I already have one of those. There we go.
So for this random event, you will need to follow the instructions here on the clipboard on the wall. So just do everything by order, and good luck. So again, addicts are very vulnerable to demonic possession. So based on what we've seen so far, we learned that Rebecca was an addict at some point, and the demons are using that and her family against her. So at this point, as you see here, we have the image of the house of immolation in the notepad, since we waited long enough for it to be displayed there.
All right.
Okay, so now the next order of business is to just form the mark. Yeah, sometimes that happens. So that is the biggest clue, that that body is not the one on the gurney, but the one we put back in the freezer. It just means that the body that we put back in the freezer is the correct one. So I'm just going to return this one back into the freezer and get the other one and place the mark on it.
You're wrong, you know.
So we learned a little bit more in this shift about Rebecca. So she was an addict at some point, and she lost her father one night when she overdosed. So that's very important because the demons are using that against Rebecca to try and possess her. And we saw it again in one of the events later on where Rebecca saw her grandmother in the window in the embalming room. It's just all psychological warfare. Another clue that that was the right one.
You've come a long way. It's nice not to be the one down there for a change.
Mr. Dover?
I think you can just call me Raymond at this point.
Do you always just pass out and wake up on the floor?
It takes a lot out of you. I've never simply walked out of here after. You get used to it.
I'll be sure to clean the floors better. Raymond, will this ever end?
I honestly don't know. I've been doing this a long time, Rebecca. I've traveled all over, learning everything I can. I've never found anything that could put a stop to it. So no, I don't think it does.
So, we're just like this forever?
It was hard for me too. But this is the life we get. We have to face our worst selves, constantly. But the better we know ourselves, the stronger we are. Why don't you head home? Get some rest. Who knows what's coming tonight?
And we survive shift number 2. So from here on out, the demons are going to become more aggressive just because you're learning how to defeat them one by one. So to get shift number 3, you have to do things in a specific order. So I'll leave it for the next video Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sleep tight.